Kevin started driving for Uber 6 months ago because his full-time salary wasn't keeping up with inflation. He figured he'd drive 15 hours a week, make an extra $1,000 a month, and finally get ahead on his credit card debt. Simple math. 15 hours times 4 weeks times $20 per hour. That's $1,200 a month. Sounds easy, right? 6 months later, Kevin has grossed $6,200. He feels productive. He feels like he's hustling, grinding, doing what successful people do. But then he ran the numbers and reality hit. The real cost of hustling. Kevin drove 4,200 miles for Uber, using the IRS standard mileage rate of $0.67 per mile, which covers gas, maintenance, depreciation, and insurance. His car costs totaled $2,800. That leaves him with $3,400 net over 6 months. He worked roughly 360 hours. That's less than minimum wage when you factor in time and vehicle costs. And that's before you consider all the hidden costs. Time spent waiting for rides, cleaning and prepping the car, driving to high-demand areas, managing the app between passengers. The stress made him less productive at his primary job. That stress led to a smaller raise than his colleagues. He got sick from chronic sleep deprivation. Weekend plans and relationships suffered because surge pricing made him work odd hours. Kevin earned $3,400, but he lost far more than that in ways he didn't calculate. And he is not an exception. He is the rule. The side hustle squeeze. I call this the side hustle squeeze. It's the hidden math of the gig economy. Why working more often produces less wealth. Why extra hours feel productive but don't move the needle. Why side hustles can leave you exhausted, broke, and stuck. Here's the thing. Instagram entrepreneurs and YouTube gurus don't tell you. Most side hustles have a negative return on investment when you account for all costs. Gross versus net income. A 2023 Bankrate survey found 39% of Americans have a side hustle, with an average gross income of $810 per month. Sounds good, right? That's almost $10,000 a year. But that's gross, not net, and the gap is where the side hustle squeeze hides. Delivery driving for DoorDash, Uber Eats, or Instacart claims $20 to $25 per hour. But after vehicle costs, self-employment taxes, and unpaid waiting time, the true median wage drops to $10 to $12 per hour, sometimes even less. A car that lasts 200,000 miles will hit that number years earlier if you drive 15,000 extra miles annually for gigs. Every extra mile converts your vehicle into a slow, costly weekly payment. Freelance and consulting. Freelance work advertises $50 to $100 per hour. Great, right? Not so fast. For every hour of paid client work, most freelancers spend 1 to 2 hours on unpaid tasks, proposals, emails, revisions, admin, and learning new skills to stay competitive. $50 per hour becomes $25 per hour. After self-employment tax, about 15%, it drops to roughly $21 per hour. Compare that to a $35 per hour salary job with benefits. Your $50 per hour freelance rate might actually be a pay cut. Invisible costs. The side hustle squeeze isn't just money. It's opportunity cost, health cost, and cognitive cost, hidden drains that never hit your ledger. Opportunity cost. What could you do with your 15 hours a week besides low-leverage gig work? Learn a skill that boosts your primary salary by $5,000 to $10,000 a year? Rest and recover to be more productive at work. Network and build relationships that open doors. A 2019 Harvard Business Review study found workers who invested in skill development saw 10 to 20% earnings growth over 5 years. 15 hours a week coding, learning data analysis, or mastering negotiation could boost a $60,000 salary far more than any gig economy job ever will. Health costs. Sleep deprivation, stress, and poor diet are invisible but real. Chronic overwork decreases cognitive function, weakens immunity, and increases risk of disease. The Rand Corporation estimated sleep deprivation cost the US economy over $400 billion annually in lost productivity. Cognitive costs. Decision fatigue. Managing gigs consumes mental bandwidth. Which rides to take, when to work, routing, client communication. Every decision drains energy that could be spent on career advancement, investing, or creative projects. Example. Jamie, a software engineer, spent 10 hours a week tutoring to make an extra $500. She noticed coding at her day job became sloppy. A $500 side hustle literally cost her a $2,000 quarterly bonus because of lost productivity. That's the invisible tax in action. The person grinding a side hustle is too mentally depleted to pursue high-value opportunities. They're busy working in their life but have no energy left to work on their life. Why low-leverage side hustles trap you? Those who most need extra income are often trapped by low-leverage work. Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, low-leverage, capped income. Freelance grunt work, low-leverage, consumes constant energy. High-leverage opportunities, creating a course, building software, developing a content platform, require uninterrupted time, mental clarity, and sometimes financial runway. If you're exhausted from low-leverage side hustles, you cannot pursue high-leverage work. This is the squeeze, working more to earn less, too tired to escape, watching opportunity slip away. How to evaluate your side hustle. Calculate your true hourly rate. Include paid and unpaid hours, commuting, admin, and recovery. Divide net income by total hours. If it's below your primary job's effective rate, you're going backward. Audit invisible costs. Assess sleep, health, relationships, job performance, and opportunities. Apply the replacement test. Could those hours be better spent learning a high-value skill, networking, or resting? Usually yes. Identify escape velocity. Can your side hustle generate passive or scalable income? If not, it's just a second job with lower returns. The truth about hustle culture. You might feel like Kevin, hustling, grinding, working nights and weekends. Culture glorifies busyness as value. But there's another perspective. You could be working harder than ever while building less wealth than ever. Low-return side hustles consume the time and energy needed to create meaningful financial progress. The side hustle economy promised freedom. For many, it delivered a financial treadmill. Kevin, still driving for Uber, too tired to explore alternatives, too committed to sunk costs in his car. He tells himself next month will be better. But next month never comes because he's always working to survive, not to build. He's making $9 an hour for platforms that take 30% and slowly burning through his car, health, and opportunities. The takeaway. Stop measuring your hustle by how busy you are. Start measuring it by what you're actually building. Ask yourself, am I creating an asset that compounds over time? Or am I trading hours for money at a loss after invisible costs? Could my time be better spent learning, networking, or resting? Remember, low-leverage side hustles grind you down. High-leverage work builds you up. I've spent months analyzing this so you don't have to. Side hustles can be powerful, but only if they build wealth, skills, or scalable systems. Low-leverage work will drain you. Focus on creating assets, not just hours. Measure what you build, not how busy you look. If this changed how you see hustling, hit like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.